sorrow has unexpectedly touched the heart of the gospel music world following the stunning news about beloved singer Guy Penrod and his family. Fans, who have followed his inspiring journey for years, were left in deep emotion when his wife, Angie Clark Penrod, released a poignant, honest statement about a truly painful time in their lives. The man whose powerful, soulful voice has brought comfort to millions around the globe is now personally facing one of the hardest seasons of his life. For decades, his music has been a source of light and unwavering faith, a constant reminder that even in the darkest valleys, God's love always finds a way to shine through. But today, the same man who once gave hope to so many now finds himself needing the very strength and comfort his songs have gifted others. Angie's words, though short on specific details, were saturated with emotion and raw honesty, revealing that their family is navigating a testing storm that has challenged their courage and faith. Her tone spoke volumes. This is a time of profound pain, yet also of unyielding faith. The news was a hard blow, especially for those who have leaned on Guy's music during their own moments of grief and uncertainty. To them, this isn't merely a celebrity story. It feels like a personal ache, as if a steadfast friend they've known for years is hurting deeply. The shared connection between Guy and his fans runs deep. His music, his voice, his very presence have become a source of peace and healing for so many. The outpouring of support from fans is a testament to the profound effect Guy has had on their lives. They remember the comfort his music brought during their own struggles and now wish to offer that same comfort back. It is a beautiful, cyclical bond of love and faith that has been built over the years, woven together through every note and lyric Guy has sung. His voice has served as a lifeline for those who felt lost, offering them a moment of solace, a reminder of hope when all seemed hopeless. It is through this same love and faith that his fans now seek to lift him up. To grasp why this moment feels so personal to so many, we must remember who Guy Penrod truly is, and the monumental impact he's had. With his signature long silver hair, kind eyes, and warm, gentle smile, Guy has always stood out not just for his looks, but for the profound sense of peace and deep kindness he carries. He first rose to prominence as the lead vocalist of the Gaither Vocal Band, one of gospel history's most adored groups. His strong yet gentle voice swiftly became synonymous with faith, encouragement, and comfort. Through countless performances, he shared powerful messages of hope, love, and complete trust in God's plan. Even after stepping away from the Gaither Vocal Band, Guy built an incredibly successful solo career that has touched millions more. Albums like Breathe Deep and Hymns became sacred staples in Christian homes, offering solace during both joyous and sorrowful times. His voice has played at weddings, funerals, church gatherings, and on quiet, restless nights, when someone desperately needed reassurance that God was still listening. Guy never sang for fame. He sang to minister, to serve, and to comfort hearts. And now, as he walks this painful chapter, countless fans feel an irresistible call to return that comfort to him and his family through their prayers and love. For a man who dedicated his life to spreading the message of faith, it is now his time to receive that same powerful support from those whose lives have been blessed by his ministry. Guy has always been the one to offer words of encouragement, but now the tables have turned, and the world is ready to offer him the same hope and care that he has extended to so many. When Angie Clark, Guy's devoted wife, spoke about their situation, her words were a stunning mix of heartbreak and sheer strength. She described their trial as the hardest season of our lives, a phrase that immediately resonated with every listener. Her voice carried the weight of the journey, admitting it had tested their faith, yet she also made it beautifully clear. Their hope in God remains absolutely firm. Angie asked gently for understanding, privacy, and above all, prayers. She shared that while Guy has always been the one to lift others with his songs, now he desperately needs the prayers and love of those who found strength in his voice. Her raw honesty made the situation intensely real and deeply human. Fans could sense her anguish, but they also admired her stunning courage. Angie's faith shines brightly through her grief. She spoke not with despair, but with a quiet, resolute strength, proving that even in life's darkest valleys, light is still possible. Her message instantly spread online, generating a cascade of thousands of responses from fans around the globe, all promising to pray. Angie's willingness to speak during such personal pain reminded everyone that even those who inspire us most sometimes need help and encouragement. Her words were not just a statement, they were a heartfelt, unifying call for faith and love in the face of immense hardship. The story of Guy and Angie Penrod is a powerful, simple, and honest truth. Faith doesn't shield us from pain, but it helps us beautifully endure it. For years, Guy has sung about trusting God in every circumstance, even when the path ahead is completely unclear. Now, those same songs take on a profound, new meaning as he lives out those very words. His personal journey is a living reflection of what it truly means to walk by faith. The very man who once guided others through their storms is now in need of the same comfort he once shared. But as Angie declared, their faith has not faded. They continue to believe that even in suffering, God's hand is at work, guiding them towards eventual healing and peace. For fans, this serves as a critical reminder. No one is exempt from life's trials, not even the people who seem strongest in their faith. Behind every smile and stage performance is a real, human person facing heartbreak just like everyone else. Yet, it is their unwavering belief, their willingness to trust God in the midst of pain, that inspires the most. Guy and Angie's story is not just one of sorrow. It is one of a faith that refuses to quit, of a love that endures through tears, and of a hope that still burns even on the darkest night. After Angie's message went public, a tidal wave of support swept through the entire gospel music community and beyond. Fans, friends, and fellow artists instantly began reaching out with heartfelt words and prayers. Churches organized special prayer meetings. Fans shared deeply personal memories of how Guy's songs had changed their lives, and social media filled with posts honoring his legacy. This powerful, immediate response shows just how deeply Guy's ministry has impacted lives. Even though he is hurting now, the boundless love he has poured into the world is returning to him multiplied. Angie's bravery in sharing their pain has reminded everyone that we are all interconnected by faith and compassion. The outpouring of love toward the Penrod family also beautifully demonstrates the strength of the gospel community. When one person suffers, everyone comes together to lift them up. It is a powerful, living example of faith in action, where love, kindness, and unity overcome fear and sadness. This moment, though heavy with sorrow, has also become a powerful testimony of how God's people support one another in deep times of need. As the news continues to touch hearts, many fans are reflecting on Guy Penrod's incredible career and enduring legacy. For over 3 decades, he has been a consistent voice of comfort and conviction to millions globally. Whether performing with the Gaither Vocal Band or solo, Guy's music has always been more than mere entertainment. It has been a dedicated ministry. His sincerity and conviction shine through every performance, each note carrying a precious message of hope. Songs like "Because He Lives," "Knowing You'll Be There," and "The Old Rugged Cross Made the Difference" have helped countless people find peace. Beyond the stage lights, Guy is known for his humility, deep kindness, and unwavering love for his family. He has often called his wife Angie, and their children his greatest blessings. Fans admire not just his talent, but his rock-solid integrity, a man who has remained completely grounded despite his fame. As people pray for Guy, they also celebrate his lifetime of faithfulness and service. His legacy remains a vibrant reminder that music, when fully saturated with love and faith, possesses the power to heal hearts and utterly change lives. While much attention has always focused on Guy, Angie Clark Penrod has quietly been his essential source of strength. Their love story is one built on a bedrock of faith, deep friendship, and a shared purpose. Behind every song and stage, Angie has been there supporting, encouraging, and praying. Those who know the couple personally speak of their unshakable bond, founded on mutual respect and a profound love for God. Angie is a woman of grace and quiet faith. In this painful season, her strength has become even more visible. Even through tears, she has stood firm, holding her family together with faith and love. She has reminded fans that faith isn't about avoiding storms, it's about believing God will see you through them. Her honesty and courage have made her an example for many struggling in silence. The news about Guy Penrod's struggles has brought sadness, yes, but it has also delivered a message of hope that extends far beyond his immediate family. Through this tough season, Guy's life has become a living, breathing testimony that faith is not just something we sing about, it's something we live. His songs about trust, courage, and God's love now feel exponentially more powerful because they reflect the very reality he is currently walking through. For anyone who has ever faced grief, heartbreak, or sickness, his story is a comfort. You are not alone. Angie's words, Guy's steadfast example, and the prayers of countless fans have forged a circle of hope that grows stronger every single day. This moment has transformed into more than just sad news. It has become a call for unity, renewed compassion, and deep faith in God's perfect timing. Even through the tears, the Penrod family story gives us something beautiful to hold on to. The profound belief that love and faith can survive any storm. As the days turn into weeks, fans continue to lift Guy Penrod and Angie Clark in prayer, believing brighter days are surely ahead. Their story, though marked by hardship, has also become a shining example of faith that endures. Guy's life and music have always carried one central message: God's love never fails. Now, as he walks through his own valley, that same message echoes louder than ever before. Angie's courage has touched hearts worldwide, showing that faith is strongest when life is hardest. As the days continue to pass, the strength of Guy and Angie Penrod's story resonates more deeply with people from all walks of life. What began as a moment of sorrow has blossomed into a profound expression of love and faith, with the gospel music community and indeed the world standing with them through their trial. It's not just the powerful voice of Guy Penrod that has touched hearts for decades, but the heart behind that voice, a soul devoted to serving others and bringing light into the lives of all who hear his music. Now, it is his turn to be held up by the same love he has poured out so freely. This season of hardship has stripped away the gloss of fame, leaving something much deeper and more meaningful in its place. Guy's journey, through its highs and lows, is a reminder that no one is immune to life's trials. Even those who seem to walk in constant light have their moments in the shadows. Guy and Angie's vulnerability has opened a space for empathy and connection, inviting all who have been impacted by their lives and music to share in their burden. What stands out most, though, is how Guy's unwavering faith shines through even in the darkest moments. He's sung about trusting God in every season, about clinging to hope when all seems lost, and about finding peace in God's timing. But it's one thing to sing those words, it's another to live them when life turns upside down. And now, as he walks through his own valley, Guy is living out the very messages he has shared with millions for years. His example is a powerful, living testimony that faith is not just a set of beliefs, but a way of living. It is in the fire that we see what we're truly made of, and Guy's faith, forged in the trials of life, stands strong and unshaken. Angie, too, has become an unexpected beacon of strength. In sharing their struggle, she has shown the world that it's okay to not have all the answers, to admit the pain, and yet still choose to trust in God. Her courage in the face of their personal pain has resonated with so many. People often look at public figures like Guy and assume they must have it all together. After all, they have the perfect life, the fame, the music, the family. But what Angie has done through her message is remind us that behind every smile, every perfect performance, every happy family photo, there are real struggles. And that is not a weakness. It is part of being human. It is her raw honesty and Guy's steady strength that invite people to meet them in their suffering and to believe that in their vulnerability they are not alone. In the very real and raw spaces of life, faith becomes a lifeline. The outpouring of love and prayer from around the world has been nothing short of awe-inspiring. People are coming together in communities of prayer, lifting up the Penrods and supporting them from all corners of the globe. It's as if the message of love that Guy has shared with his music has come full circle, returning to him multiplied. Fans who once sat in church pews, listening to Guy sing about God's enduring love, are now praying for that same love to surround him and his family. The gospel community has rallied around them, sharing memories of concerts, songs that brought healing in moments of grief, and the personal ways Guy's music touched their lives. In this time of sorrow, the Penrods are experiencing firsthand the incredible power of community and the tangible, unwavering presence of God's people. Guy Penrod's legacy, built over decades of faithful ministry, continues to stand as an example of the power of music and faith to change lives. But his story is far from finished. It's easy to see how many might feel despair when facing such deep personal trials. Yet, even through the pain, there is something undeniably beautiful about how God works through suffering. Guy and Angie's journey through this season will serve as a living message of hope that transcends the circumstances they face. Their faith, their story, their legacy, is a reminder that God is still in control, even when life seems out of control. Through their music, their honesty, and their willingness to stand in the gap for others, Guy and Angie Penrod have left an indelible mark on the hearts of all who have had the privilege to experience their ministry. They've proven time and time again that life isn't about avoiding the storms, but learning to dance in the rain, and that love is the greatest force on earth. It is through love, in all its forms, sung, spoken, and lived, that we find the strength to carry on, to endure, and to find joy even in the most trying times. So, as Guy faces this difficult season, and as Angie stands as his anchor, the world watches, prays, and continues to be inspired. Guy's voice will forever carry the message of God's grace and mercy, no matter where he is on life's journey. The power of the gospel is not only in the songs we sing, but in the way we live, the way we support one another, and the way we cling to hope, even in the deepest darkness. Through Guy and Angie's strength, we are reminded that love never fails, and neither does faith. The world may see Guy Penrod as simply a singer, but those who truly understand his story know he is so much more. A devoted husband, a loving father, a man of deep conviction, and a faithful servant of God. His songs will continue to inspire, his wife's strength will continue to encourage, and their story will forever stand as a testament to God's unwavering grace in times of trial. And so, as the world continues to pray, one truth remains clearer than ever before. Even when the music pauses, the message of hope and faith still plays on in every heart touched by Guy Penrod's voice. To truly understand the heart of Guy Penrod, you must look beyond the stage lights and music albums and see the man himself, a man deeply rooted in faith, family, and humility. Born in Abilene, Texas, and raised in a Christian home, Guy's childhood was filled with gospel music and daily prayer. From a young age, his love for music was evident. He began singing in church, finding profound joy in praising God through song. Over time, that small beginning grew into something extraordinary. His voice, rich, deep, and overflowing with emotion, carried messages of hope to millions. Even before his fame, those closest to him described him as down-to-earth, kind, and always eager to help others. When he joined the Gaither Vocal Band, his life changed forever. It was more than a successful career launch. It was the start of a ministry that would reach hearts globally. On stage, Guy was not just a performer. He was a powerful messenger. Every song he sang carried his deep-seated faith, and the conviction that God's love could heal even the deepest wounds. That's why his music connects so powerfully with people. He doesn't just sing words, he shares his very heart, his faith, and his personal life experience through every single note. Guy Penrod's time with the Gaither Vocal Band remains one of the most celebrated eras in gospel music history. His powerful vocals blended perfectly with the group's harmonies, creating timeless, moving performances still loved today. Classics like Yes, I Know He Touched Me and Sinners Saved by Grace continue to inspire believers across generations. Guy's presence on stage was magnetic. His long hair, humble smile, and genuine spirit made him instantly recognizable. But beneath his appearance was something far deeper, a heart fully devoted to serving God through music. His concerts were never just shows. They were powerful, emotional worship gatherings. When he launched his solo career, fans followed eagerly. His first solo album, Breathe Deep, 2010, showcased his versatility, blending country, inspirational, and gospel styles. Every track carried his signature message, that love and faith are the true foundations of life. His follow-up albums, including hymns and worship, became fan favorites, earning him awards and recognition. Yet, with all his success, Guy has always remained fiercely humble. He often credits all success to God, viewing his career not as fame, but as a sacred calling to reach hearts and bring people closer to faith. Away from the spotlight, Guy Penrod is known for his simplicity and strong moral values. He has been married to Angie Clark Penrod for many years, and together they have built a beautiful family life, raising 8 children grounded in love and faith. Guy often says that being a husband and father is his greatest blessing and most important role. Despite his demanding touring schedule, he has always put family first. Friends describe him as compassionate, gentle, and wise, someone who leads by quiet example. He finds peace working on the family farm and living a simple life that profoundly reflects his core values. His faith guides every choice, from his music to how he treats people. This perfect balance between his public ministry and private life is what makes him so widely respected. People don't just love his music, they love the man he is. That is why the news of his current struggles has touched so many. As the world continues to pray for Guy and his family, his legacy only grows stronger. He has become more than just a gospel singer. He is a living symbol of resilience, faith, and hope. Through every performance, Guy has reminded people that life's greatest strength comes from trusting God, no matter what happens. His songs have brought healing to the broken, courage to the fearful, and peace to the lost. Even now, as he walks through his own dark valley, his life remains an enduring message of perseverance. His impact cannot be measured merely by sales or awards, but by the countless lives changed through his words and melodies. His journey is the ultimate proof that faith can take a person farther than they ever imagined. And through it all, he has never, ever forgotten where his blessings come from. As he and Angie face their challenges, their story continues to remind us all that God's love never fails, and that even in the darkest times, light always finds a way to shine through. As fans continue to lift Guy and Angie in their prayers, they are also reminded of the unwavering power of music. The gospel songs Guy has shared with the world carry a timeless message of hope and encouragement, one that transcends any circumstance. Even in the face of adversity, Guy's music continues to inspire and comfort, as if each note and lyric holds the strength of generations past, offering peace in times of pain and hope for the weary. His music will continue to be a living legacy that speaks to the heart of anyone who has ever found comfort in the message of God's love. At the end of the day, it is not fame or fortune that defines Guy Penrod, but his heart, a heart that has always sought to minister to others, to offer comfort, and to lead with grace. In this season of hardship, it is clear that the love and prayers of his supporters will continue to surround him and his family, helping them navigate through the storm with the same faith and strength that has always defined their journey. The music may pause for now, but the message will never stop. It will echo in the hearts of all those who have been touched by Guy's ministry, a ministry that will forever be rooted in love, hope, and the enduring power of faith.